Hey guys, this is Rick from Rick's Review. I wanted to do a review for you on a printer I bought the other day. It's a laser printer. It's my first laser printer. Never had one before, and I know there's color and there's black. In this case, I bought black, well, because it was cheaper, but also because I don't really print in color. I don't really see a need to print in color for what I do. So I'm going to go ahead and review that for you. But first, make sure and hit that subscribe and like button so you'll be notified of every video that I make. All right, so you see that I'm going to make a new Word format document, right? So let's type some stuff in here. We're going to go ahead and type in, let's see, test one of the new printer, and let's see how the print comes out. And I'm going to go ahead and go up here to File and to Print. Click on the printer if you see my laser printer, and we're going to print it out and see how it turns out. And let's see here. Oh, as you can see, it came out just as good as it did there. It came out pretty quick, came out fast, and came out clear. So, hey, I got to tell you, let me tell you what model printer I have here. Now, I've had printers of all kinds. I've had HP, I've had Brother, I've had Canon, I've had Lexmark. I've had pretty much all the kinds of printers that are out there. They're all inkjet printers, and they have a top that opens so you can put it on the flatbed scanner and you can scan something, or you can run the scan through the top and you can scan, make copies, all that good stuff. Well, with this one, it's a little more basic. It doesn't have a fax machine like all those multifunction printers. It doesn't have a fax machine, and since it doesn't have a fax machine, it's a little bit less expensive. Also, it doesn't have a top loader, so you can scan and make copies. So again, that adds to the expense, makes it a little less expensive. The door, I've seen some reviews on it. Some people say the door is real flimsy. Well, I don't find it flimsy. It's very thin compared to these thicker doors, but these thicker doors also have feeder trays in them. They have electronics that actually feed the paper in and down and through so they can actually scan it. It doesn't have any of that, so it doesn't have to be as thick. It's just a fairly thin door. Unless you're going tailgating, you can actually sit on it and, try to scan your butt for a office party or something. There's no need to have a really thick door, really thick glass. It does have the glass where you can actually put something down and scan it and print it. And since it's a laser printer, it prints really fast. But one of the big bonuses of a laser printer is, well, there's very little, heads to have to go back and forth, and realign themselves all the time. The cartridges, or in this case, the toner, is not as expensive, but more importantly, the toner lasts a whole lot longer. I got the starter toner that it comes with, which is just probably 1/3 of the amount of toner cartridge that it would normally have. And I got to tell you, I printed out a lot of stuff for me, my mother, my wife. Thanks for her business. I printed out a whole bunch of stuff in black, and it barely has made a dent in the toner. I mean, it's made a dent, but just barely. So I got to tell you, I really like this printer. It's a HP 140WE, and I'm assuming that's for wireless. It's what WE probably means, but I don't hook it up wireless. I hook it up USB. I have the USB cable run from my computer down here underneath my desk all the way to that printer. So it's probably about a 25-foot run, and it works flawlessly. I have no problem with it. What I have seen is that it needed to be reset one time. So what I did was I actually just shut the power off and then turned it back on, and it reset everything. But that's because I had a paper jam. No big deal, right? So I got to tell you, I'm going to give this my recommendation. It's only about $170 for a laser printer. That's probably one of the least expensive laser printers you're going to find out there. So I think this is a great deal if you just print in black. You don't care about color. You don't care about any of that other stuff. Why buy a printer where you have to have a color cartridge in it just for it to work? And even if you only print in black, you still have to have a color cartridge for it. And then if you don't use that color cartridge, it starts to dry up. So you just spent what, $35 on a color cartridge that you're never going to use and you never did use, and now it's dried up. So it's not worth it. Buy yourself a laser printer if that's all you're interested in, coloring like that. Now they do make laser printers in both black and then in color. You can do that if you wanted to. I don't think I'm ever going to buy another inkjet printer again, a drop printer. I don't think I'll ever do one of those again. I really like this laser printer. It just works, and that's the whole key. It just works. Whenever I hit print, it just works. You saw it for yourself. Again, this is Rick from Rick's Review saying if you have any comments or any suggestions, any complaints about this printer, because you've had this printer and you've had problems, or you had this printer and you think it's the greatest damn printer there is, please leave down in the comments section. Leave some comments, let us know, so other people can gain knowledge that you may have run into, problems that you may have run into, problems that you may have been able to solve. Let us know. Tell us how customer service is. I haven't had to call customer service yet. Tell us how customer service is. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Remember, if I can save you a few bucks, I will save you a few bucks.